welcome to the Peak Podcast second episode. Today we're going to talk about our life goals and about what we want to accomplish in our lives. Let me start with the first question. This is an important one for me because I've seen the effect of it. Do you think telling goals to other people is beneficial or it's destructive to our goals?
Yeah, before I talk about my opinion to this topic, there are two major opinions. One is more scientific one, and the first one is telling your goals to others is causing you release dopamine, and it makes you feel like you already accomplish it, so you don't have the drive to accomplish it after telling your goals. And the second one is if you publicly speak about your goals, you feel responsible, and you feel responsible to accomplish those goals because everybody knows that you told that you are going to do some certain things, and if you don't do that, you became you will become a liar. So there are two opinions on it,
A liar or
but
a bitch?
I agree with, I mostly agree with the first opinion. As I see in my life, if I tell my goals and what I am going to do to others, it affects me negatively. So I found those goals difficult to accomplish after I tell them. After I told them uh, about to others. What about you? What do you think?
Yeah, no, I also know a few people who like to tell their big goals to the world, and they feel like they need to accomplish that. Like Conor McGregor was
Yeah.
talking about this when he was back in Scotland or Ireland, no, Ireland, not Scotland, and that he was going to become the world champion of the UFC and whatnot, and he really did. But that does not work for me personally. I'm a I I am addicted to dopamine. That's why it doesn't work for me. And yeah, when I tell something, it's like done. I'm not doing that ever again. I stopped telling people about what I was going to do, and that's when I started doing things. So that's really working for me. I mean, yeah, there it's like a personal thing. For me, this is what's working, but I know that the other one is also working. So yeah, you need to discover it for yourself.
Yeah, and there is no right choice, I think, because I use both techniques to do to accomplish my goals. But as I said, I find it more efficient the first one. But today maybe we are going to make a exception and tell a little about our goals in this
Ye-
episode.
Yeah, no, I tried the second one too. I tried telling everybody things, and no, it's not a success for me. So not ever. Yeah, I mean, except for today, I'm not going to talk. Not going to be talking about the things I'm going to do.
So this is an exceptional episode.
For you guys.
Yeah. So what are your goals in the near future and in the long term? What are your plans?
Okay, my goals for the near future. The first one is losing weight because I'm fat right now and I don't like that. So, losing weight, gaining muscle, and going to the gym consistently. I've been going to the gym like 2 to 3 times a week. And yeah, if I go 3 times, that's enough. But there are times I'm not doing that. So I need to be consistently going. That's like the first goal in my mind. The second goal is I have created an Instagram page and I'm trying to grow that. It's been like a week or two. It's like
What is
really
it
new.
about?
That's don't go into that too much. It's
Okay.
about coffee and coffee content. I like coffee, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm posting videos about that and information. I'm not going to tell the page. If it grows, you will maybe like find it. I'm trying to grow that. I'm studying. I'm in the last, what's that called? Last year of
Last
my
year.
college degree, so it's almost done. I'm looking forward to that. Uh, that's my short-term goal right now. What about you? What are your short-term goals?
My short-term goals are kind of same, but of course, and I'm in my senior year, last year at university, and I'm planning to graduate at the end of this term, uh, hopefully successfully, and then I am working on my business right now, and I'm trying to land some customers. I will be working towards them, towards it. My short term goals, and plus grow my personal brands and other brands, uh, and it includes this podcast.
Yeah,
We want to grow it, uh, and that's all. My short term goals are like this. What about
yeah,
your
great.
long term goals?
Long-term goals. Yeah, I'm studying gastronomy. Yeah, I like food, beverages, everything. So I'm thinking about opening a place in the yeah, not a place, but multiple places where I'm serving coffee, where I'm serving great food and great
Mhm.
pastries. So like sweet and savory things, which can eat with coffee and like a nice chill place, coffee shop. And yeah, of course, the first step is opening one of these, but in the long term, I want to have different spots in different cities in Turkey, and who knows, maybe international. So yeah,
Yeah,
right now it's a little bit of a far dream, but why not? You know,
yeah. Would you prefer to open small places, like kind of boutique places, or big places for your business?
I mean, I don't want it to be chain like McDonald's or Burger King, you know, or
Mhm.
Starbucks. I don't want it to be like that. But if you mean the place itself, it can be big. I want to have one concept that reflects in all places of the like in every
Every spot.
yeah in every spot around the world. Um, yeah, it can be big, it can be small. That really depends on the location, but it needs to be standard. And I don't want to like franchise it out or I mean, I'm not against growing, but the standard is more important for me. The quality of the products we're serving.
Yeah, it's sometimes it makes sense that you go franchise, and sometimes it makes sense that you open your own places, own it on your own. And there is a math behind it. When you accomplish your first business, first location, then after we can make a little talk and
Talk
decide
about.
on which one is better.
Can you tell me about in which case which is more suitable? Like when is it
Like
more
as you
logical?
said, McDonald's opening one location for McDonald's costs like $1.5 million, so it's a lot.
Yeah,
uh, and you can make those money this money for maybe for a couple of years, so it doesn't make sense. But if you can open your location cheaper, like if if you can earn that opening money in 2 years, less than 2 years, it makes more sense to go on your own.
But so it's more logical to franchise it because it's very expensive to open, you mean?
Yeah, yeah. Because if you franchise, you don't want you are not the one paying. The franchisee will pay the opening
Oh
cost.
no, you mean opening a place, not your own brands. No, I mean I want my own brands, but I don't want to franchise it out.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
I get you.
Yeah.
Your brand McDonald's is owned by someone, but there are franchisees that owns the stores.
No, imagine that I own McDonald's.
Mhm.
Why should I franchise it out? Or why should I open a place myself?
Because if it's expensive to open a new place,
Yeah.
you can maybe open one location, but if
But
you
I am the
franchise it,
franchiser. Eh? I am the
yeah,
owner
you
of
are,
McDonald's.
yeah, you should you should you should earn this opening money in 2 years, let's
Yeah.
say.
But
If you don't,
yeah.
like let's say you can earn this money in 10 years, it doesn't make sense to open a new location on your own.
Okay, but even if you franchise it out, you're still paying the 1.5 million, right? Or not?
No, 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 no. That's the case. You are
Ah,
not the
okay.
paying one. For example, I want to franchise your brand,
Yeah.
so I have to pay the opening price because the store will be mine, but I will pay you commissions in order me to use your brand.
Okay, I always thought that it was the other way around, that I was paying to open the store and you
No,
are like working the store and you are paying a commission for me, but okay, now then it's
no, no.
great.
Franchising is like as I told you.
Okay. Okay. Now
So
we've
did
learned
you
a new thing.
did you make up your mind or
No, I'm still
you
not for franchising. I'm
okay.
going to open my own place, hopefully. What about you? What's your long term goal? Or goals, of course.
My long-term goals are scale my business because it depends on fully on me. So I am the one doing all the work, and uh, I should build systems and frameworks to lend some responsibilities to others. I will be working for it. My long-term goals will be this for my business and for relationships. I might get married in couple of years, and of course, like long term, we say 10 plus years. I want to have kids, and I want them to be proud of me. So I want to build up myself. As you said, I have also gym goals and gaining weight, the opposite, and building up muscles.
Yeah.
So my long-term goals are this.
Yeah, great, great. Same. It's we're on the same page. We want similar things, and yeah, nice. We can be like how do you call that? Like buddies uphill.
Yeah, I I I would be happy to be with you along the journey.
Yeah, come on. That-
So the problem is that sometimes we don't do what we are supposed to do. What do you think? What keep us away from our goals? Why do we procrastinate?
Bro, it's just being comfortable. Don't getting not getting off your ass and laying watching TV, watching Netflix, eating, things you should not be eating. Um, yeah, I think this all comes from that higher purpose we discussed in the previous episode. If you have a higher purpose that's like motivates you, that gets you going, even if you are not motivated, then you will get things done. But if you don't have that higher purpose, you will just lay around all day, like I've been doing for the yeah, like for a few years now since
Yeah,
I've moved to Istanbul. But now I'm starting to take my
yeah, yeah.
life back up. But yeah, it all comes back to that higher purpose, having something more important than yourself, like your pleasures in the moment. And that's what I think, and that's what I'm experiencing right now. Do you have anything to add to that, or do you have another thing to say?
Yeah, I can add some details. And by the way, I agree on whatever you said, like all of the things you said. And to add to, to these things, like I can say that uh, making this one particular big goal into small goals will make you move. Like if you have a big goal but don't know where to start, you procrastinate. You don't start. But if you piece it out and into small steps, you can follow those steps and reach to your goal. And another important thing I believe is that giving yourself deadlines is one way to avoid procrastination, because life passes so quickly. I think, like, I was 18 like 5 years ago, but it
Not
passed like
yesterday.
five days. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. And our 20s, our 30s will be like these, I believe. And most of the people say that if we give ourselves deadlines, I will be accomplishing this with this time period. Saying those kind of things will help us to reach and accomplish goals step by step. So it's an effective way that I've been using a couple of months, and I believe it's working.
Yeah, me too, me too. I'm not sure who I've heard this from, but like when I don't want to go to the gym, I'm thinking to myself, okay, go and make your back, get your back ready, like take things step for step, and go make your back, go brush your teeth, go do this, do that, and then you find yourself in the gym because you've done all the steps that come before the gym. So
Yeah,
that's something I've also experienced. And the deadline, like I'm going to do this or at 2 p.m. and then standing up and really doing that, that's also something I've been doing. So yeah, it's two good points.
and also delaying gratification is one other thing. So as you said, if we are in our comfort zone, we don't want to get out of the bed. We don't want to work on the things that we are supposed to work
That's
on.
hard, man. That's hard. Delaying
Yeah,
gratification.
yeah, but if you do that, you will be exceptional. Like,
Yeah, you
uh,
need to do the hard
not
things.
yeah, you have to pay the price and see the exceptional results
Mm.
after that price.
Suffer now and live the rest of your life in peace.
Yeah,
No, that's a
and
good point. I agree with you.
also there is another concept that which Japan's teach to the world, which is Kaizen. Have you heard about it?
I mean, I've heard about it, but I don't know what it is to be honest. So could you tell me
It's
about it?
Yeah, it means continuous improvement.
Yeah,
It's
great.
it started with manufacturing stuff. In the factories, they wanted to do things better every day. But nowadays, especially in social media, people tend to apply this philosophy to their lives. They say 1% better every day, so you can be a lot better in a year.
Yeah.
Uh, so it's an important thing to apply to our lives, I believe.
Which book was that? I've read it in a book. Like that 1% per day, so you're 36 times better at the end of the year. I've read it in a book, but I'm not sure which it was right now.
I haven't that I haven't read that book,
Oh,
I
you
believe,
haven't. I
and
will search for it and I will say it to you.
okay, that would be great. And after applying this principle, this philosophy to your life, a lot changes, and that's a great philosophy. I try to apply with my work and with my own personal life.
Yeah, no, when you're actively thinking about improving something a little bit every day, yeah, then it is going to be better when you scale it up, like when you look at it after a year or after 2 years. But
Yeah,
the hardest thing is doing it every day, everything, trying to improve on something every day, day in, day out. I mean, that's the hardest part. But if you get that done, everything will be as you wish.
yeah. And I have another question. Do you believe that we need to set the highest goals, like kind of feels impossible goals to ours for ourselves?
No, I
Why not?
believe that if you even subconsciously think that it's impossible, then it is going to be impossible. I think you need to believe that
Yeah,
it is accomplishable, and you need to set those goals. Like if you say, I'm going to be president 5 years after today, I mean, you could really believe it, but I wouldn't, to be honest. So if I'm going to set that goal for myself, I'm 1999, I'm 99% sure that it's not going to be happening. And yeah, and when you are convinced that it's not going to happen, then it won't happen. So I don't think you should set the biggest goals for yourself, but I think you should set the biggest goals you think is accomplishable for yourself.
yeah. And there's a great quote that I love from Marcus Aurelius. He said, "If it's humanly possible, consider it to be within your reach." Like
Yeah.
if you believe it's humanly possible for yourself,
Mm-hmm.
it's considered to be in your reach. So I totally agree with you. I try to set goals that may seem impossible to others, but I 100% believe in them. So that is the only way to accomplish it. Because if you don't believe it, there is zero chance, zero
Yeah,
percent
yeah.
chance to accomplish it. But if you believe it, there is even 1% chance to accomplish it, and it's enough for me to purchase that goal.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, if everybody thinks it's impossible, that's not important. It's important if you think it's impossible. And when you set a goal you think is impossible, like even subconsciously, if you think, yeah, I'm never gonna get that. I mean, I haven't got anything that I was thinking was impossible until today. So I think that's why, because you need to believe in it. But if you believe in it yourself, I think, yeah, you will get it one day or another. And have you heard about manifestation and things like that? I mean, I'm not sure if you believe in that those things.
Yeah, it's a complicated issue. Like I'm not sure if I believe in it or not, but I've heard about it, but I'm
Yeah,
not fully into it.
convinced.
I yeah,
Yeah, I mean, yeah.
you can tell a little bit about your opinions on that.
Yeah, I look at it as praying to God, like wanting something from God in a different way, of course. Um, with manifestation, I know a little bit about it. I'm not an expert, but you need to believe it, like I said, in order to it to happen to happening to happen.
Yeah.
So you need to believe it. If you don't believe it, it won't happen. And it's not that I'm rich, I'm this, I'm that. You really need to believe it, and you need to live like you have it right now, and that will manifest itself. It's complicated, man. I'm
I-
like I said, I'm not an expert, but and I
Is it the
think
same with
yeah,
law of attraction?
yeah,
Like,
yeah.
can we say that?
It's the same. Yes,
Yeah. You were saying,
I believe it because like even if there yeah, of course, I believe in a God, but even if some power does not give it to me, because I believe it and I'm living towards it like I have it, over time, that's that becomes the reality.
your
Like,
reality. Yeah.
yeah, yeah,
Yeah, also like and praying to God is kind of the same as you said. You ask for it and you believe it's accepted already.
yeah. No,
So
it's not the same. Now I think about it, because when you pray to God, God gives it to you. But
uh,
manifestation is a little bit like you make it happen.
yeah, but if you in Islam especially, if you pray to God, you should be convinced in your heart that God
Yeah.
is giving you this thing that you are asking for, or even better.
Okay. Yes. Yes.
You
Yes.
should be convinced that. So
Yeah. No.
it's correlated. Not it's not that different.
Yeah. Yeah. It's similar.
Yeah.
But if you only pray for it like 5 minutes a day, and you live the rest of your day like the exact opposite of what you prayed to, then I'm not. I don't think that it will happen, even if you pray to God, right? Or
Yeah, there are two types of praying, with your mouth and with your actions.
yeah.
And
Yeah.
the with your action one is
Yeah. Stronger.
more stronger, yeah,
Yeah.
stronger than the other. But you should do both, I in my opinion. But
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
should be your thoughts and your actions should be aligned to each other, so that you can live the life that you ask for and you want.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. Of course. I think so too.
Okay. Like, do you have anything to add?
No, it was a good conversation. I think we've discussed uh, our goals and what we want our lives to look like in in the short term and in the long term. Of course, we'll talk about this a lot more on camera, off camera, and
Yeah.
we will let the viewers know. Do you have
Yeah,
anything to
sure.
say?
No, it was a great episode. I really enjoyed it and looking forward to next episodes.
Yeah, me too.
So take care, everybody.
Have a nice day.
Have a nice day.